you respond to those hard and trying days as you grow older, particularly as a man, becomes increasingly more important, because as you learn to like actively manage your emotions and the way that you think and analyze the situations when things go seriously wrong is what shapes you into the man that you want to become. And today was one of those days where I was really tested, largely maybe due to like a lack of awareness. I flew home from Hawaii. I'm home for the first time basically in like a few months. You know, I was home for a few days before I went there, and I'd already been gone for a few months. On the flight home, like didn't sleep at all. Crazy amounts of turbulence. Like I was jam-packed with somebody, with like a really large person next to me. Got into LAX, waited an hour at the wrong baggage terminal, missed a few buses because of that, then got stuck at the LAX train station. And at some point between that, I think my inflation either got lost or stolen. Which is horrible because you literally cannot get another one of those Patagonia vests right now, at least not for the next like year and a half while they're developing the second gen. And it's even worse that it's not even mine. Normally I carry it with me. I've been putting it in my backpack so that this doesn't happen. But what happened is when I checked my surfboards in for the flight, they made me take my dirty clothes out and put it in my backpack. So then that made me put the vest and carry it with me. And I carried it with me all the way until the bus. And I think what happened is on the bus, but instead of carrying it with me, because I have a photo of me going to the bus with it, I put it in the cargo hold underneath my camera case because I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna forget it there. And when I got out of the bus, they had unloaded everything. And at that point, I was so delirious because I hadn't slept in more than 24 hours that I didn't necessarily think about it, just didn't cross my mind. It's something that I've learned about myself, but I guess I just didn't act on. I got almost all the way home and realized that I didn't have it with me and was devastated. Unbelievably devastated, especially because it's not even mine and I can't replace it. Like that's what's tough. So in an effort to do what I think is right to like make this situation right, I scrounged the internet, called as many people as possible, called LAX police department, called the bus people, called the LA Union Station security, and nobody seems to have found it. I'm almost positive that was on the bus, and they couldn't find it on the bus, and I'm worried that somebody swooped it before I got out there. I don't know why they would, but unfortunately, I don't have a vest. I can't replace it for a while. I'm going to do whatever I can to make it right. It's a very good friend of mine, so I'll talk to them about that when I see them. What I'm getting at is that like you push to be a better human, and I'm doing what I can to make sure that I make it right in whatever way possible, and I will be continuing to call tomorrow to see if I can track it down. Maybe it turned up, whatever it is. And instead of like sulking in that like I would have in the past and just freaking out, like I was really bummed and I kind of was freaking out, I took actionable efforts to find it. And if you can't find it, like there's nothing else you can do. I started to drive back to LAX, and that's when I really started to go and find it at LA Union Station. I was gonna drive like 2 or 3 hours one way to go and do this. And then I realized essentially where I lost, I did some backtracking. I was like, okay, well, it's not even worth it to go there because I know exactly where it is and what happened. So, and I'd already exhausted all those resources. That's just how it is, unfortunately. But instead of sulking in it all day, I decided to act on it and did everything that I could, and really had to swallow that it could just be gone. I'm putting out hope that it's not, but it could be, and I have to be okay with that, and I have to be able to make it right and replace it, and I will, but it still sucks. And that's all right. And it's okay to feel that emotion and feel horrible, but at the end of the day, that's just how it is. That's why I didn't vlog anything today except the sunset, and thank the Lord for the sunset tonight. I really needed that. I've been so stressed lately. I've had such a shocker winter, and it's just like I haven't even gotten like a good big wave yet. I've been on so many swells, and it's just this crazy thing because last year was so crazy, but it's like you can't use comparison because comparison is the thief of joy, and this is now in the moment, and it's like how do you respond and how do you react? So we're gonna keep pushing, we're gonna make it right, and everything will work out just fine. Want to encourage all of y'all to maybe look at that, because in the past I would have freaked out, and I guess see how you respond. Or maybe like I know what I'm gonna do differently now. That thing's never leaving my side. It's never leaving the backpack ever, which it already was. But because I was so delirious, I lost it. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm sorry today's vlog was short. I've literally exhausted all of my camera batteries. They're all at 1%, you know. So thank you for watching, and we're only up from here, people. No waves, no inflation, and now we can only go up.